Hi all, welcome to another lab session. In this lab session, we will see how to perform data analysis in Power BI. So let's get started with this. So here we will create an animated scatter chart, and for this let us create a new page and let us rename this page as scatter chart. Okay. And now what we will do, the chart will be animated when a field is added into the play axis well area. Okay, so let's add a scatter chart over here and let us extend this. Now what we will do, we will add all these fields. So let's add the sales of sales in the x-axis. Let's add the sales of profit margin, that is this one, in the y-axis. Let us go down. In the legend, let us add the reseller business type. In the size, let's add the sales quantity. And in the play axis, let us add the date/quarter. Now you see, whenever I add something in the play axis, a play button will be displayed beneath the visualization. Okay, you see a play axis has been added. Now what I'm going to do, in the filters pane, add the product/category fields to the filter on top of this page. Okay, so let us go ahead and let us add this, the product/category field. This is the product/category. Let us add in this. So filters, no, let me not here, add it on this page. Yes, and let us select bikes. Okay, so you see it will automatically change according to whatever category we have here. And now what we will do, we will just play this animation and we will see how it happens. Okay, so watch the entire animation cycle from FY 2018 Q1 to FY 2020 Q4. Okay, so see what will happen. Let me collapse all these fields and let us play. See, this is the way how the animation will be played. So whatever the data that is present in the table, right, accordingly it will create this animation, and it has stopped. Now if I go ahead and if I click on individual bubbles, then it will automatically show us the track. What is the movement of these bubbles? Okay, so let us go ahead and let us click. You see the movement has been traced. If I click on the blue dot, the movement has been traced, and accordingly for the smaller light blue dot, again the movement is traced. Okay. So this is a pretty attractive, super sensuous feature of Power BI. Okay, it will help you, it will help the the stakeholders to understand like what is exactly how the data is actually moving. So it kind of is going to create a kind of a picture in their head. That's why we create these kind of animations. So it is saying when the animation stops, select one of the bubbles to reveal its tracking over time, which we did, and then in the end we will save the Power BI desktop file. Now if you go to the filters, right, this is in the filters, this is for bikes. If you go for clothing, the data will automatically change, and you will see the tracking movement will automatically change. If you hit on component, it will change. For accessory, it will change. Okay, so let us go ahead, let us unselect this, let us select on bikes. Now we will now create a forecast. Okay, what the forecast will do, we will see. Forecast function would be to predict the future trends. Okay, so forecast, and in this we will add a line chart. So let us add the line chart and let us fill the entire pane. And now what we will do, we will select the x-axis as date of dates. So this is the date of dates, this is in the x-axis, and the sales of sale will be in the y-axis. So we want to predict the sales with respect to time. So here is the sales, and we can see that this is the way how the line chart has been plotted. And now what we will do, you see in the filter card, we will filter by the years FY 2019 and FY 2020. So let us add the date of year in the filters pane. Okay, so in the date, let us select the year and let us add this on this page, and let us select FY 2019 and FY 2020. Okay, automatically both these years have been added in the x-axis. Okay. Also add the product category field into the fields on this page, filters on this page. Okay. So product / category, this one, let me scroll this down and let me add it here. Okay, filters on this page, it's added. And now what we will do, we will filter this by bikes. Okay, so only the bike data will be displayed here. Now what we will do, we will go to this analytics pane. Okay, and we will select, we will go down and we will select this forecast. It is turned off, let's turn it on. Okay, and let us go down, and here you see the options as given. Okay, if points is there, so let us go ahead and let us select, let's say, months. So we want to calculate we will want to select the unit as month. So every month wise we want to do future prediction. So what is the forecast length, like for how many months we want to predict this? So let us select this as, let's say, 1. Okay, and just a moment. For this, let us go back to the forecast and ignore the last is fine. Seasonality point will be 365 and confidence interval will be 80%. So how much confidence we want to store? Okay, we can store it as 80%, but by default it is your 95. Okay, and we hit on apply. You will see what will happen. Automatically the graph has changed. Okay, if I go ahead and if I increase this, okay, wait, it is not present, it's in months, and let me just change this by 1, and now let me hit on apply. Yes, now for every month, right, for the next 1 month it has predicted what is the value. If I go ahead and if I change this forecast length to 3, it will predict for the next 3 months. See, this will expand. If I increase this to 4, if I hit on apply, see, it will expand for the next 4 months. Okay, and if I go ahead and if I change this to clothing, right, you see this entire thing will change accordingly. Okay, so this is pretty helpful in for us to predict the future, what is going to be the future trend in the upcoming months. So it is saying if the forecast section isn't available, it is probably because the visual hasn't been correctly configured. Forecasting is only available when 2 conditions are met. The axis has a single field of type data and there's only 1 value field. Okay, and we have done all these changes. We go down and we hit on apply, and we can just change the filter to clothing, and which we already did. So you can play around with these options and you can find more things about forecast. Okay, but that's the overall thing. Okay, that concludes the end of the lab session. This was a pretty small lab. Okay, and this is the final lab that we have covered. Okay, and after this there is one more lab, but that is entirely based on Power BI service, where we will see how to create and publish reports. That lab won't be covered in this session because of the unavailability of the work and the school account. Okay, but you can carry out on your own end. That would be like homework for you. You can go ahead and carry that particular lab session in your organization. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you very much. If you really enjoyed this video session, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel, and please don't forget to press the bell icon for notification. Thank you.